Right, everybody. Ash here from Quantified Performance. So on the way home from work tonight, I was listening to some good old Georgia country music, and was just feeling about what they were talking about was basically being on a path. So I just wanted to talk a little bit tonight about the path that I've been on, the journey that you guys have been going on with me. Some of you guys for a real long time, some of you guys are more recently. And then Quantified Performance, this whole little group that we're building up here is fairly new along the path. So just want to talk a little bit about beginnings. And I got a little bit of example here. I know you guys are used to seeing some super high-end stuff on here, but just going to bring out this little guy. So this is a Spikes Tactical M4 with a Leupold VX3 that I bought new in probably 2008. Deployed with it in 2009. Did some work with this optic, but what this represents is kind of the beginning, because before all the night forces and nights and all that sort of stuff was basically a gun just like this, except for it was a 14.5. Knights rail on it, all that sort of stuff. Army M4. This one's a little bit better off. It's got better trigger in it, better selector, all that sort of stuff. But this is as close as I can get to my Army gun. With budget and finances, because I can't afford fully automatic guns. So, but basically everything what I want to talk about was the marksmanship path. Went to school 2005. Started shooting some Appleseed stuff in 2007, 8. Started getting really good. Got to run a division school 2013, 14. Got really good. Ended up at Fort Benning where we came up with all the stuff, or not came up with all the stuff, but we wrote this book, turned it into something real. So if you're looking at you listen to that a little bit, that was like nearly a 10-year trip before I was really good, really good shooting. People started hearing my name. You guys started hearing my name, primary and secondary started hearing my name around 2016, about the time that this thing published. Primary and secondary helped make that thing good. A lot of you guys got to know me through primary and secondary, and you just kind of been around for the trip ever since. And then started competing. Actually won this Spikes gun with this LPR right here. But before that, long before that, before I was in LPR and Night Force and Law Tactical and all that sort of stuff, my first high-end upper was this guy right here. This is a BCM. And this is how it showed up to me. This is actually a used upper from Kyle DeFord, used optic on it. So this was like the first, at the time, high-end optic and upper combination that I had. I had when I first met Kyle, I was shooting a Smith & Wesson M&P optics ready gun with the EOTech on it. And there's still some videos on the Facebook that have me shooting with Kyle, back 2009, 2010, whenever that was. And then won the little contest that Kyle won and got that thing. So that was kind of my high end. I got a Noveske 6.8 in there and just been working my way up. So that's kind of the path. And then we started competing, and then that series went away and we started at Quantified Performance. You guys made that. We just kind of did some stuff. And part of the reason that I bring this gun up is, if you're coming to a Quantified Performance match, you can be competitive with this gun. I mean, there's nothing special about this gun. It's like 2 minutes on a good day. You might not have as much fun with an optic like this because just the reticle's not going to help you much. But you can get out there and you can be competitive. You don't need to have all this stuff to be competitive. Now, are you going to win? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, you might have some skills you might be able to throw down. But you're going to be able to compete and you're going to be able to learn a bunch of stuff. Right? So if this is what you have, a home defense gun type thing, throw a light on this, throw a sling on that. Don't know if I'd run that optic for home defense type thing, but I did run it for some go to war defense. But but basically this is a $900 gun, and you can get out there. Now the cool thing that we brought with two things with Quantified Performance is we wanted to shorten you guys' path. Like I said, mine took like 10 years before I could really start doing stuff and talking. Jack's took about 10 years before he could start doing stuff, before he started getting recognized, before he was, he was at that level. we got books, we got content coming for you guys. We want to shorten that down. We don't want you guys to do it in 10 years. We want you guys to do it in 10 months. So that kind of drives the content that we're putting out. You know, and just tying these things together, trying to teach you guys, get the fastest way to teach it to you guys, the best way to teach it to you guys. And then when you get to the match and you get competitive, even if you show up with this guy, and if you ever need to borrow this, I'll bring it. So if you don't even have a gun, we can get you a gun. But when you get to the match, I got last year's banner behind me. You see our sponsors are on there, and you've heard rumors about our prize tables. You guys have probably seen the prize tables if you're watching this. Jack and I got with these sponsors, and these guys are putting all this stuff up on the table. You guys, you don't have to hunt there. You don't have to get a guy. You've got guys. You've got us. So we're getting these sponsors on the table. So let's say you did start with this blaster, right? And you were semi-competitive. I mean, you weren't bottom of the barrel. You know, say you got top 15, top 10 in your division. We got all these sponsors here that's putting tons of product on the table. So first match you shoot, you know, worst thing, if I did show up with this gun, the priority would be the optic, right? So I'm going to be hunting for them Vortex, right? So maybe I pull something cool Vortex off the table. Or maybe I get a barrel from either Lothar or T-Box. Maybe I get an upper from Sergeant Arms that's already got the T-Box in it. So now this gun is better. Even if I just get a Rip Tilley grip or whatever, you know, I made that gun a little bit better, and I learned some stuff. And then I go back and watch some content, and maybe I can afford a little bit more. Maybe I can afford a little bit better ammo. My season, this is going to make Chase mad. So Chase, when you see this, just go ahead and wince at it. You probably already heard it already. But my season of PRS that I got to shoot, I shot with Atlanta Arms, 75 grain, and I think I was paying about 68, maybe 70, 75 cents a round for it. So less than $1 a round, and beat Chase by like, you know, a target. With some, I mean, Atlanta Arms is good ammo, but it definitely wasn't high end. I wasn't paying $1.50 a bullet. And I needed that because I shot way too much. But even if you get some Polson Defender off there, you're getting a little bit better off than if you just show up shooting green tip or you know, something to that effect. So it's a path. And I just, you know, the feeling that I had when I made this video, and this is actually version 3, when I made this video was, you know, just a little bit of nostalgia and just, you know, feeling, you know, I wanted you guys to know that I remember where I came from. I remember what it was like, you know, before all this sort of stuff. It was shooting apple seeds with American Eagle stuff from, you know, from Gander Mountain, whatever I could find. So it isn't always sunshine and rainbows and night horse and nights and all that sort of stuff. You know, sometimes you might be out there with a key mod, still Kyle and his key mod, but you might be out there with the key mod and a US Optics, you know, trying to get work done, and you can get a lot of work done with that stuff. So if you ever feel for Quantified Performance that you are outmatched on equipment, unless you're buying for that top spot, then there's something else that we don't want that race. Of course, we're gun salesmen, so we want you to buy Knights guns. But that's just because we work at Knights. The Sergeant of Arms guys want you to buy Sergeant of Arms guns. The Title II guys want you to buy Title II guns. That's just the business aspect of it. But the skills, this book of everything that's on this table right now, this book right here, that's going to take you farther. And we want you guys to be at that level. We want you guys to feel welcome. We want you guys to do the work, and we want to provide content to help you guys get better. We've been on this road for a while. So, you know, just kind of feeling that in the video, and I think you got it right this time. So hopefully it recorded. That's what version 1 was a bunch of blank screen. So hope you guys have a good night. Remember where you came from. You know, keep that in mind and make sure that everybody's included. Thanks.